Hey, it's Bernadette. It's been a minute since I did an update. So I thought I would come on and give you guys an update on what's been going on. I just finished round 4 of chemo on Wednesday, and I'm on day 4 of prednisone steroids. So I actually have some energy. I really haven't had any energy. Um, for weeks. I mean, round 3 kicked my butt. Round 4 was very hard pain wise because of a number of reasons, which I'll share. But when you get here, say hello. Um, I don't want to make this super long, but I did just want to give you guys like the where I've been and what I've been doing. As you can see, I have my wig on. I washed my wigs yesterday and then today cut them. Um, so we cut this one, we cut this one, and we cut another one, which needs a little more thinning. But yeah. Hi, Carla. How are you? Brandy curled. She helped me cut it and then put layers in and then curled it. So my hair actually, this is the same curl I had during Brindy's wedding. So it's like, she's like, it's crazy. It looks like your hair because this is what my hair looked like before I got sick. Hi, PM Director. Hello. You must be new here because I don't think I've seen your name. Lion's Mane. I love that stuff. Thank you, Miss Carla. So yeah, round 3 kicked my butt. Like round 3 was really hard, and I didn't really ever kind of recover. I was exhausted, and I did have a vitamin C infusion with vitamin B and amino acids and everything on day 9 from round 3 and didn't really do anything, although it helped my platelet count, but my numbers are low. Hi, Miss Kim. How are you? I'm anemic. So like my blood work from Wednesday, I'm anemic. My hematocrit's down. My hemoglobin's down. Like my liver numbers are not looking good, but my platelet count's okay. So they went ahead and did the chemo round 4. This round of chemo was the hardest yet, partially because they sped it up and I had a little bit of reaction to the final drug they put in, made my nose do funny things, super nauseous on day 1, day 2, and day 3 yesterday. Finally started to ease on the nausea. But here's the thing. I went to the palliative care doctor last Friday, a week ago Friday, and we were talking about my pain regimen. I told them I came off the methadone, like, it's been 2 months. Like I haven't taken the methadone since they took the stent out. So something like that. But I'm still taking the hydromorphine or hydromorphone, Dilaudid. And I was like, if I don't take it, like the bone pain gets bad. Some of my stomach gets real sore. And then I get the chills. I sweat and like horrible. And he said, those are opioid withdrawal symptoms. I'm like, what? No. So I looked it up on Saturday and Sunday. And Sunday night was my last dose of Dilaudid. Probably not the smartest thing I've done because Monday and Tuesday, I went through massive, just uncomfortable withdrawal symptoms from the opioids. I had massive sweating, ton of cramping and bone pain in my calves. Felt like I had the flu, and I had radical diarrhea and have had diarrhea like for an entire week. So that wasn't the smartest thing because I had chemo on Wednesday. So there's a lot of pain on Wednesday. Tylenol didn't touch it, but and all the way up until last night. But I am bound and determined not to get addicted to opioids. So I did not give in and take them. I was tempted, very tempted to take them last night. I did not go to sleep last night until 4 a.m. Well, so this morning, and then got up at 8 to no power. So one of the transformers one of the fuses in our transformer box went out. So half our house wasn't working. And the only reason I picked it up when I woke up is because we didn't have internet. And then I realized half of our electricity is out. So they restored our power at 11 to us and 2 other neighbors. And then I began getting stuff done. But today, for whatever reason, The bone pain's better. The steroids seem to be helping with some of the pain and inflammation as well. But tomorrow's my last dose of steroid, and then I taper down to 1 pill instead of 100 milligrams. I'll be on 20 milligrams Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday, 10 milligrams to taper down, and then I crash. So I got to get stuff done while I can. Thank you, Miss Debbie Cash. But yeah, this round 3 was hard. I'm hoping and praying that round 4, after the prednisone wears off, that I don't go as far down as I did. Like almost the entire 21 days. I think I maybe had 2 good days during round 3 of chemo, and the rest of the time it was a battle. Like I have not been feeling good at all. Like I've been spending a lot of time in bed, which is very hard on me because I'm used to getting stuff done. Hi, Cardamancy. So today I have energy for the first time in weeks. So I was able to get some stuff done. I got a couple of things done yesterday, and I've had to get paperwork stuff done, taxes, and, closing out Q2 with my business, which then made me look at all of it and go, oh my God, you're losing so much business. And it's frustrating, but I told you that's what Greg did. And oh my God, there's a safer and easier way of coming off. I know there is. And the doctor said, he goes, don't try to come off during chemo. But I started reading a lot of stuff on the opioids, and my liver's struggling. So I really did not. I wanted to see if I could do it. And I was able to do it. I haven't had any Dilaudid since Sunday night last week. So we're going almost on a week. And I mean, that withdrawal symptom stuff was no joke. Like, oh my God. I was on them from April 22nd through Sunday. So April, May, June, July, like 3 months. And my body was like, the withdrawals were intense and crazy. Like I didn't have hallucinations. I guess that's one of the things, but and I was really agitated on top of everything else. Yeah, it isn't. Like opioid withdrawal is no joke. And I couldn't believe how fast my body got addicted to it. So I had to, I just had to. I left it open for myself with chemo. Like if it gets to the point where I can't take it and I feel like I have to go to the hospital, I'll take a pill. But I was able to bear my way through the pain from chemo number 4. And it wasn't fun. Like it was not a fun ride on Wednesday. Nor was it fun on Thursday. But I made it, right? Yesterday I started to feel better, still had leg pain. Today's the first day where I don't have the leg pain. So it's been a week of leg pain. But I have a PET scan on the 29th where they will see how much cancer is left. You can still feel the mass. It's like that big now instead of that big. So, and it's that big that way instead of that big. So it's shrunk quite a bit, but I only have 2 rounds of chemo left. So we'll get a measurement on the 29th. And then 2 more rounds of chemo and another PET scan after number 6 to see where both of the masses, what sizes, and are they gone. I'm hoping that it goes away. Really hoping that it does. So yeah, that's where I've been. I've been suffering. I was not in a good place. The only reason I think I'm okay right now today is because I have enough prednisone built up in my system, the steroids, that I have some energy, even though it's fake energy, because it just literally pulls on your adrenals and your adrenaline. And then when you come off of it, you just crash. But it's better than what I've been feeling for the last 3 weeks. Like I wish that I could say there was a recovery period between round 3 and round 4, and there just wasn't. And a lot of people in my group, the leukemia group, have said the same thing. They get to round 3 and they start to go down, and then round 4 is really hard. So I'm just not going to judge it. My last round of chemo, my next round is August 7th. My final round is August 28th, I think. And then September will be recovery month. and PET scan month, and hopefully rebuild the body month. And that's not that far away. And I'm holding on to that. But I'll tell you, the days are long. My days are long. The hours stretch. Nighttime seems like it goes on forever because I can't sleep. And then during the day, I'm just super uncomfortable because it's hot. And even though we have AC and a fan running, my body's just, it's super hot. Part of lymphoma, you sweat. Like that is one of the signs of lymphoma is like night sweats, but all the time. So yeah, so that's where I'm at. Thank you, Miss Deborah. I so appreciate it. I think Brindy's raising the fundraiser. We were just talking. She goes, "Why can't you do it?" I'm like, "Because it won't let me. You're the one that created it." So we're going to raise it to 30 because I now have bills far exceeding what we have in the account. And I'm making payments on a couple right now. And there's more bills coming from the oncologist and apparently a couple other places. I just paid the payment on the biopsy that was done in April because when I was on the indigent program, they don't cover radiology, imaging, and biopsies. They don't cover any of that. So I have to pay out of pocket, literally up to, I think, $12,000, $13,000 in medical bills so far. And we haven't gotten all the bills in. So we are still doing the fundraiser. So the link is in the description, wherever you're watching this from. I appreciate all of your donations. Those of you who have given, like, you have no idea. It has helped tremendously. And we're going to keep on raising funds because I don't really have a choice. Hi, Miss Rocks. Anywho, so yeah, I'm sorry for not being around. Like I have had a really hard time. Just, I don't even know how to say it. There's so many things. So I'll show you guys. I don't know if you guys can you see that black line on my fingernail? I'm trying to get the light. You see that? Say yes in the comments if you can see what I'm talking about. There's like that black, dark ring on the bottom of my fingernail, like right there. See it? That's a symptom of chemo that most people don't even know that you get. And they're on, like, so hard in this light. Pretty much all of my fingernails now have them. But you get like these rings and they get thicker with each round of chemo. So that dark, I'm like, I don't really want to paint my fingernails. I really don't want to put any more chemicals on or near my body than I already have to with chemo. So it's on my toenails too. Like those weird rings. Each round of chemo, it gets thicker. And it was something that I just happened across on a post from someone else that I follow that has cancer and is going through chemo. She's like, "Oh yeah, this is one of the symptoms of chemo." I'm like, they don't tell you this stuff. Like I have so many symptoms. Like the number of things that happen when you go through chemo is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Seriously, you don't know all the things people don't know when it comes to chemo. I'll show you guys though. I got these tattoos, eyebrow tattoos. This wig is not glued down, so don't judge the lace. But because I only have eyebrows up to right here, these are tattoos I got so that I can have eyebrows. So those are cool. I like those. Because now at least I don't feel like I have no eyebrows. And that's something for people that have alopecia or are going through chemotherapy and you lose your eyelashes, you lose your eyebrows, you lose your hair. You can at least feel like you don't look like an alien. Trick though, this color, this is the trip. This color that's on my eyebrows is the lightest shade of ash blonde. I put on the black and I looked like Groucho Marx. So I took them off and went with the next shade, like medium brown, still way too dark. This ash color blonde is more what color my eyebrows normally are now that I'm getting older. Now, if I was younger, you know, because I was starting to get gray in my eyebrows, then it would be different. So I got them from My Two Brows. You can look them up. It's a company called My Two Brows. They sent me a free sample sheet, thankfully, because I ordered the wrong size. So we are saving those for Halloween or whatever, unless I find someone going through chemo that is a medium shaped eye. I ordered them too big. I should have known better. But because they sent me samples of extra small, these are extra small, and I can get away with the extra small or small. Extra small is probably the right size. My head and my face is a lot smaller than I think I realized. Hi, Michelle. It's good to see you too. So yeah, the company that I got these tattoos from, and it's better to not have hair, just so you know. Like I do have eyebrow hair up to right about there. So I did start the brow normal, and it's literally like kids. Remember those tattoos you put on when you're from the bubblegum machines? Same thing. You line them up and then put water over them and you peel them off. These have been on since, when did I do this? Sunday night? Monday night? Sunday or Monday night. And they have not come off yet. They're supposed to last 3 days to 4 days, and it's been a week. So it's been nice. Like my daughter tonight, I was like, my brows are still on. She goes, oh my God, I thought those were yours. And I'm like, no, these are the tattoos. So it took me 3 pairs, trying 3 different pairs to make sure I had the right color, the right size. So now I know the size, the shape, and the color, and I'll go order a whole couple sheets of them. They're like $20. Well worth it. Because that was bugging me, not having my eyebrows, literally. And they have lots of shapes to try. And I think they send the samples out, but it's called My Two Brows. That's who I ordered it from. They're really good. I like them. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. Staying home, trying to find stuff to do. Gonna play with my makeup tomorrow. I think my daughter was just saying we can go to the drive-in tomorrow because I was telling her I'm getting stir crazy. Like I haven't left the house, and I don't want to go around people because COVID's going around and pneumonia's going around and a bunch of crazy viruses, but we can go to the drive-through, right? Or drive-in movie theater. And I think we're going to go see Despicable Me 4 in Garfield for my granddaughter, which should be fun, and hang out tomorrow night at the drive-in. Haven't been to a drive-in since California. I think it was San Diego. So it's been 20 years since I've been to a drive-in movie theater. But we're going tomorrow. So I'll put on some makeup, put on some hair. Now I have 3 hairs to choose from, but the other one I have to actually fix a little bit more. And it's one that I can actually wear in a ponytail or a bun, but I have to take some hair out. It's way too dense. I thinned the living hell out of it, and it's got a bump in it. So I actually have to cut some of it out and pull some hair strands out and then sew it back together, which I was afraid of, but at this point, it's the only way that'll work. This one, though, I think is one of my favorites. And see if I can get there. She's synthetics. This is the one I have on is a human hair wig by, who did I get this one from? GQ Hair, OQ Hair. This one is synthetic. This one I bought at the wig store. I like her. We just cut face framing layers in, but she is synthetic. Thinner, straighter. So for more of a straight hair look, I will wear her. But the one that I have on is more like my normal hair. My normal hair texture, normal hair color, and normal hair style. Like when I had healthy hair, when my hair wasn't falling out the last year, and when I actually had length to my hair. This is about the length of my hair when I had Brindy's wedding, however many years ago that was, in Seattle. So I'm comfortable now, but we had to cut it and curl it, and I wash it and do all kinds of stuff. And I have had no energy. So yesterday I started the process. That's what I've been doing for 2 days, working on wigs and trying to get my brain back. You love the one I'm wearing? I like this one. And it was only, so I found it. This is what's so cool. So I knew nothing about wigs, nothing. And I have watched probably 100 hours of YouTube and TikTok wig tutorials. Like I did not put this one down yet. Like I didn't bond it to my head because I don't want to sleep in it. But there's so much to learn about human hair wigs, synthetic wigs, how to put them down. So they have this lace up here, and it's, you tint it to the color of your foundation or what your foundation is, and then put something like this lace melt mousse on, put a band on, and secure it to your head. I don't want to use glue because my skin is super sensitive. Now that I'm going through chemo, everything on my body is scarring. The hairstyles, we cut this. So this was one length, straight and really kind of frizzy, like it's got a body wave to it. So once I washed it, it kind of kinked up a little bit. And we cut in face framing layers and then cut some other long layers into it. We put the bangs in because it came without bangs. But on this wig, you can part it from the center. And this is not a center part. It's a little bit off. But I can part all anywhere from here to here. So literally, if I wanted to part this wig over here, it still has, like, it looks like it's got scalp because it's got lace there. So it's a pretty big lace front wig. I just totally messed it up. Oops. Don't go that way. Anywho, it's totally messed up the part. My bad. So it's fun. You know, human hair wigs you can style with a curling iron and stuff like that. Synthetic, we had to steam her and use a round brush to curl her, but I like her because she's got highlights in it. When I washed this wig, because it came in super black, but when I washed it, a bunch of the dark coloring came out, so it brought some red highlights through, which is my normal hair color, is like black with red highlights. So now it looks like my hair. Brandy was like, I can't even tell that's not your hair. And now I just have to install it properly, glue it down, and I'm good to go. And I like it too. Like, but it's taken me weeks to be able to work on the wigs, like just to wash them, like standing at the sink yesterday and washing 3 wigs. You have no idea. That took me almost 2 hours. It was exhausting, and it gets to me mentally and emotionally, gets to me. But yeah, I bought this one during like some big sale on their site, OQ Hair, and it's got a strap. Like you don't, this is supposed to be a glueless wig so that you can just like mousse melt it on. You don't have to use glue. There's a strap in the back that holds it onto the back of your head. I had to sew down. So last weekend I had to sew several portions of the layers of hair together because their sizing is like medium standard. They mail out medium wig. My head is a small. So on all 3 wigs, I had to make them smaller and had to learn how to do that on YouTube. And then this week I had to wash them and then cut them, style them, and all of that, which took several videos to watch. But Brittany went to school for hair. She wasn't going to do it. I already had cut them, and she came in and did some more for me, and then was just checking to make sure that they were laying properly. And then she kind of fixed this, and then she curled it with the curling iron. I'll tell you what, I wish I could curl my hair when I have it again on my head, on a mannequin head, and then put it on, because the back of my hair right now never looks this good because I can't see what I'm doing. But this was only $120. I got it on sale for $120, and it's human hair. This wig I paid $50 for at the wig store, and it's synthetic, right? It feels good though, but this one's more, you can do more stuff with it. So now that that's done, I don't have to go out with my bald head, and I feel better. And I can come on video and actually have hair and feel good. But we had to cut them and do all the stuff to them. So yeah. Aside from that, my spirits are up again. Steroids. I'll let you know how I do when I go through come Tuesday, Wednesday, when the steroid crash comes. Um, it's been crazy. My weight is up. So I'll give like last part of the update. I have gained weight. I've gained 3 pounds since round 3. I have been eating a lot of probably crap food and stuff like that, like munchies. Um, but I have put on some weight. And from what Brindy tells me, I look healthier. Like my chest doesn't look as sickly because you could see all my ribs before when I was down to 103. I'm up to, I think, 110 now. So I have put on some weight. I don't feel so sickly, but yeah. And we have one of those vibration plates. Yesterday, my lymphs all in the back of my neck, the side of my neck, under my arms, like this is still sore right here. My chest, and then into my legs. All of my lymphs were hurting yesterday. So I got on the vibration plate for like 10 minutes and it started to take some of that pain. Like I could feel the lymph fluid draining. So if any of you have seen those vibration plates that are going around TikTok and Facebook and you question, my dad has been sitting in a chair putting his feet on it because he has circulation issues in his legs. He sits in the chair and he puts his feet on top of it and doesn't have to stand on it. He is going to start standing on it. But he does that every day. And it's been helping with the swelling in his ankle and his feet. Brindy's been doing it too, and it's been helping hers. So if you see those vibration plates and you're like, maybe I should get one, they will help you tone as well. They're really good for circulation, for lymphatic drainage, and for fine muscle toning. I am, so I have an appetite during prednisone days, 5 days of prednisone. I do have an appetite. Prednisone will make you eat everything under the sun. Like seriously, it's horrible. But I have been consistently eating. So whether I feel like I can or not, I force myself to eat. And then because I'm up so much, like I only get probably 3 to 4 hours of sleep a day, night, day, however you want to say that, even though I'm in bed a lot. I've been last 3 weeks, I've been pretty stationary. So I think that's part of why I've gained weight is because I'm not doing that much. I haven't had the strength or the stability to do that much, but I'm eating 3 times a day plus fruit for snacks. So probably why I'm gaining weight. I don't know. But I mean, fine. Because I'm usually, when I'm healthy, I'm anywhere from 110 to 115 pounds when I have muscle on me. So I will turn it back into muscle. Because when I dropped down to 103, I was looking rough. Like I was looking really rough. Hi, Melly. How am I putting on weight? Just I'm eating and like I have no idea. Just eating, I guess. And I'm not eating that much. It's just I'm not moving that much. Greg's been looking at them. Yeah, they're good. They're so really good. I actually really like those vibration plates, Carla. My dad likes them too. Hi, Miss Law. What else was I gonna say? Someone was telling me something the other day about people keep sending me things about supplements. Like you should take this supplement. You guys have to understand with supplements, when you're going through chemotherapy, every single thing you take has to go through your oncologist, which I only see her one time every 3 weeks. And there are certain things that you wouldn't think, like vitamin C, that is going to interfere with the chemo, right? But it does. So I appreciate all of your like suggestions, but they're useless to me. They're useless to me. When I'm done with chemo, there are several things that I am going to do naturally and supplement wise to rebuild my liver, to get my body back on track. But while I'm in chemo, There's a lot of stuff I can't do because it will interfere with the chemotherapy drugs that is going and attacking the cancer. Any suggestion on the vibration plate type? Just check the reviews. Deborah, check the reviews and make sure lots and lots of people have bought them. I can't remember the one we got. I can't remember the one we got, but I've seen them on Facebook, and then on TikTok. So I think we got ours off of TikTok. Pretty sure. And there's good deals on them. If you catch the sales or follow people that promote them, you'll be able to get one. They're amazing. Like, I like them. How's my dad doing? He's much better. His ear is healing. He goes back to the ENT next week. They drained his ears and he's got some sort of water thing in them, but he's doing better. He's been more mobile and whatnot. I've been doing pretty much everything on my own because I didn't want to bug him, but he's been cooking again, which has helped me and doing little stuff. But up until the last couple of days, he's been watching a lot of TV. It's hot here. I mean, it's over 100 degrees with humidity. So, he's been kind of taking it easy, but I just haven't wanted to mess with him. When I went to the doctor, so right here is where they inserted my portacath, and there was a stitch there. There's a hole there where one of the stitches came out, and it keeps scabbing over. And the other day, though, it's still a little red. There's a ring around it when I went to chemo, and there was fluid coming out. And I'm like, that ain't right. So I cleaned it with alcohol, put a Band-Aid on it, and then talked to the oncologist about looking at it for infection. She was supposed to give me antibiotic cream, but she did not. So if it happens again before the next chemo, but my port, you see that? My port, they say, is fine, looking good. This is where they poke the needle through every time. And if you look, the whole thing runs right down in, boom. That I can't wait to get rid of. It's so uncomfortable when I hit it. Like so, and I've hit it a couple of times. I've scratched it with my fingernail, and I'm sure there's going to be a pretty big scar there when they take that thing out. But that's the one thing I am looking forward to, is getting rid of that damn thing. It's really uncomfortable. Not painful, just uncomfortable. Anywho, so that's it. Unless you guys have other questions. This has been energy-wise this month. I did in Hidden Wisdom. So if you guys don't know what Hidden Wisdom is, Hidden Wisdom is my monthly membership where I do a monthly forecast with the energy at the beginning of the month, the first of the month, the middle of the month. We do a monthly coaching where you can ask me anything. I'll help coach you through anything. When I say coaching, I'm talking more like spiritual counseling, intuitive counseling. I'll answer your questions based on whatever spirit has to say. It's anything goes during coaching in Hidden Wisdom. Plus, there's a bunch of material, courses and information and videos, teachings in there, like stuff on being an empath, stuff on developing your gifts, yada, yada. $40 a month if you want to join Hidden Wisdom membership. But in Hidden Wisdom, on the 1st, I did the astrological and a tarot reading for the group. And the astrology this month from about the 13th to the 17th, 18th was harsh. And then now we're moving into the time right before the full moon, I think on the 21st, 22nd, that the energy is going to start to move, but we still feel stuck. It's been a hard month for people. So not just for me, because I'm going through chemotherapy and I don't feel well, for a lot of people. Like if you've been struggling to get through this month, if you've had miscommunication or feel like, I don't know what the hell's going on, but I can't seem to articulate what it is I want, what I need, or people are misunderstanding me, or maybe you're misunderstanding things, put it in the chat right now. Because if you have been going through that, everybody has. Everybody has. Like everybody's struggling right now with their own stuff. And a lot of us with this energy are going through healing, like transformational healing. Things are coming up that want to be healed. I've had some crazy dreams the last couple of weeks about different things that I haven't thought about in years. I'm like, wow, is that still there? I thought I healed it, and I did heal it, but there's always other layers. Until we get to the base layer, we're going to have to keep healing. Cardamancy saying I am. Yeah. So you're not alone, right? Like that's one of the things I want to say to you guys is you're not alone if you're going through that right now. Like it will start to move again in a way where you feel like you can start to accomplish things, you can start making decisions, you're clear on your communications, yada yada. But not more, it's more towards the end of the month. And then we have Mercury in retrograde coming and some other stuff in August. But change is coming, and change is not fun. Just remember that. And we're all going through this together. And I get there's some craziness out there in the planet right now. I get it. I know that I'm going through struggles. And here's the thing I want you guys to hear, especially if you know someone who's going through cancer or something, chronic illness. I've had several people say to me, I haven't reached out to you with what's going on with me because you've got cancer. Like, because I have cancer and I'm going through chemotherapy, people are like better than, worse than. So like, because yours is worse than somehow on the rating scale, Bernadette, then I'm not going to reach out to you. It's like, that's not how friendship works, right? Like, just because I'm sick doesn't mean I don't have any capacity to hold space for someone going through something. Just because you're just going through COVID, long haul or whatever, doesn't mean I don't have space. So don't assume that people that you know that are going through stuff can't be there for you in whatever way they're capable of. Okay, I want to put that out there because the one thing that I will tell you, there are days when I have no capacity and I just don't answer my phone or messages. But there are days when my kid will come in or one of my friends will text me and to tell me like, are you up for it? Like, can we talk? And they're going through something. And as long as I have the energy and can be present, absolutely, I'm going to be there because it actually helps me take my focus off what's going on with me. And if I have the energy and the capacity, it doesn't matter if yours isn't cancer. So don't think like that, y'all. Like, it's not cool. And you're only hurting yourselves and you're not allowing yourself to be blessed. Just saying. Okay? We all want to be there for each other. I want to be there for you guys too. Part of the reason for doing this update is because y'all have been super supportive. But I also want you to understand there are ways to get through this stuff without completely tanking. I know I've had bad days. The last live stream I did, I think I was pretty emotional. And I'm embracing all of it. Like, I've just surrendered to this is just going to be what it is. And I'm going to do my best to keep my head above water. But and not come on when I'm not in a good place. I'm not forcing myself to do anything right now, which is really hard for me because I'm used to pushing through. But I'm also at a place where I'm like, God, I'm following your lead. Like, you tell me what to do, and if you think I need strength, you're going to give it to me. But I have to surrender to every moment, every hour, and it changes from hour to hour. I feel okay right now. In 2 hours, that can change. And that's just what it is, right? So that's the ride of cancer and chemotherapy. I hope that y'all understand you can go through something like this and it doesn't have to be super scary. I'm in my group that I'm in. I see a lot of people who are approaching their first chemotherapy session. And I was the same way. Super scary because you've never been through it. Like, you just don't know how your body's going to react. And that was my big fear too, is how's my body going to react? I don't have the same fears going in each consecutive chemo anymore. I do have can my body hold up through 2 more? Just because my numbers in my blood work are not great. But I also know if it's that bad, my oncologist will, I hopefully like stop it. That's why they do blood work right before chemo. Thanks, Rox. Beverly, hi. It's good to see you, even though we talk on the phone. All right. So any other questions you guys have for me? Today's a good day. I got stuff done. I've been up out of bed all day, which today's the first day. Yesterday, I did wash my wigs in the morning and then I was in bed from noon on, like down for the count. Today, I've been up all day, have not laid down, haven't taken a nap. And that's because I'm on day 3 of prednisone or day 4 of prednisone. So I've got all that prednisone in my body. I have one more day of prednisone. So tomorrow I'll probably have some energy too. And I think that's why I'm going to get in the pool and go to the drive-in movie theater. And then the crash begins. But I'm hoping my body just does not crash like it did. We shall see. Anywho, you guys have a good one. If you're going through it right now, please know you put your name in the comments. Tell me that you're going through cancer, whatever you want to disclose or not disclose. I will pray for you. I am still praying every single day, multiple times a day. I will pray for you. I know with the wig, you never have to trim your bangs again, right? You don't have to cut your hair ever again. I mean, maybe the ends if they get damaged. Thank you, Miss Deborah. You guys are awesome and amazing, and I love you. You have no idea. This has been such a crazy ride for me because I don't know. You never know what to expect with something like this, but some days are up, some days are down, and y'all are going through your own stuff. And just know, some days are up, some days are down, and sometimes we just got to ride it. Like I was telling my friend Andy yesterday, right now there are days, most days, that I'm in the mud, and if someone wants to join me in the mud, great, but you can't pull me out of the mud. So you're going to have to sit in the mud with me and just sit, because I can't force myself out and there's no getting out. And that's one thing that I hope y'all understand when people are in it. I mean, Carla, I know you understand because of what Greg goes through, but like when someone's in depression or someone's going through cancer or chronic illness, like you can't just expect them to snap out of it. You've got to sit in the mud with them and let it be okay for them to be in the mud. If you want to join them in the mud, cool, but don't try to pull them out. Like truly being there for someone is being in the mud with them without trying to yank them out, not trying to fix it, not trying to change it. And if any of you have been there for me, and I know some of you have been in that way where you're sitting with me in the mud, I so appreciate it because it allows me to just be what I am and feel what I feel and not have to change it. And it's huge. Oh my God, so much so, right? 15 minutes a time, 5 minutes. I have a 5-minute rule. Like if I'm like going through it hardcore and I'm like, I can't, I'm like, give it 5 minutes, change positions, go for a walk, go sit in a hot tub. If you can't take it in 5 minutes and it intensifies, that's how I made it through the first 2 days of chemo without the pain meds. I kept telling myself 5 minutes. If in 5 minutes this increases, you can take a pill. But it didn't increase, so I didn't take a pill, right? Or if in 5 minutes the intensity gets to the point where you are going to like hurt yourself way worse, take a pill. 5 minutes. Like that's how I'm getting through it right now. Thank you, Miss Kim. I love you. All right, enough babbling. I will see you guys next time. I don't know when. It may not be. I don't know. I can't promise anything right now. So I'll see you when I see you. But I will keep you updated. All right? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a beautiful Saturday. I'll see you later.